Welcome to Walnut Hills Basketball and Graham Sportscasting Channel, where today the Walnut Hills Eagles are at home hoping to snap a three-game skid as they host the West Clermont Wolves for the first time this season. The Wolves come into this game with a record of 8-4. They were conference title contenders at the start of the year. They've lost two of their three biggest stars for a majority of the season, but they still boast the ECC's scoring leader and one of the conference's best offenses. West Clermont averages 64 points a game. That is tops in the conference, 3 points ahead of second place Winton Woods. So this Walnut defense will have their hands full, though Walnut does have one of the conference's better defenses, just the third least points allowed per game. But the Walnut offense will need to be on point in this game, and that is something that they have not been able to do with any sort of consistency over the past month or so. Walnut Hills has had 5 straight games shooting less than 40% from the floor. They would like to change that in order to win this one. And snap their 3-game skid that will get them back to 500. Walnut has lost 4 of their last 5 by double digits. Another trend that Walnut desperately does not want to keep up. In order to win. Walnut played their last matchup without junior big man Will Rivers, who has started 7 straight games. I do not see him. I do see him, actually. He is participating in pregame warm-ups, so hopefully just a one-game thing. Rivers will be able to make his return, the tallest player on this Walnut Hills Eagles roster. Also have a new face, number 32, joining the Eagles for this tilt. Walnut's lack of consistent scoring options is very concerning to the team right now. Only 3 players averaging more than 5 points a game. Those are Ty Austin at 12, Charlie Stoffridgen at 9.1, and Lanny McDaniel at 10.9. Other than that, the next highest is Damian Brock at just 4.5 a game. Walnut really wants more guys than those 3 to step up and have larger roles to get this offense to where it needs to be on the stretch. Meanwhile, West Clermont comes in, only one guy over 10 points a game. That's ECC scoring leader Carson Duke. He averages 21 a game. Plenty of solid supporting options around him. Carson Tenenfeld, a transfer big man from Anderson, averaging 9.2 a game. Lane Madden, Nate Stahl, and Cameron Strauss, also all over 5. So they have options with which to score on you, and that is why West Clermont is this conference's highest scoring offense. We're about to get this game underway with the playing of the national anthem. And with that complete, we're about ready to get this pivotal matchup underway. Walnut Hills needs a momentum shift. They've played just 2 games in the last 23 days and lost them both by double digits. Starting 5 for West Clermont: Lane Madden, Cameron Strauss, Nate Stahl, Carson Duke, and Carson Tenenfeld be the 5 the Eagles are contending with today. Ooh. So, Joey Peening making just his second start of the year alongside Landon McDaniel, Charlie Stoffridgen, Damian Brock, and Ty Austin. Austin, the only player on this Eagles roster to have started every game this year. As we are about ready to get this one underway. The Eagles 4-5, the Wolves 8-4. Walnut at home, looking for a momentum shift to get their season back on track. Damian Brock at center circle for tip-off, alongside the bigger Cameron Strauss for West Clermont. Ball in the air, controlled by West Clermont, and it's taken by Lane Madden to start off this game. Lane Madden working against Peening, throws it left side, Tenenfeld. Tenenfeld feeds it inside. Held on to, but then off the foot of Austin and taken away by Joey Peening. Peening racing down the floor, feeds right side Stoffridgen, fakes a pass, now shovels it inside off the hands of Austin off his foot, and out of bounds. It'll stay with Walnut, though. The quick turnover for West Clermont. And Joey Peening got the loose ball. Rewarded with a second start despite that poor game against Springfield in the Springboro in the loss. He lost all. Austin launches a quick 3 and buries it. Ty Austin. 3-zip Eagles. About to say, Joey Peening did not score a point against Springboro. He's starting here, but Ty Austin gets the quick feed off the inbound and scores 3 points to start off this game. Eagles up 3-zip. Tenenfeld gets the ball off from Madden. Feeds it over to Cameron Strauss. Strauss left alone at the top of the key. Feeds it right side, Lane Madden. Madden, guarded by Peening, drives inside. Lane Madden stepped into the free throw line, poked away by Peening, and taken by Stoffridgen, who feeds it up court. Taken by McDaniel, racing into the paint. McDaniel blocked by Tenenfeld, and he gets the rebound. Carson Tenenfeld on the board quickly. Ball fed the other way. Gotten by Nate Stahl. Fed to Duke. Duke launches the deep 3 off the mark. Rebound taken by Walnut, and then a foul is going to be called on Carson Tenenfeld. Going for the rebound as he was out-muscled by Ty Austin. First foul on Carson Tenenfeld. The transfer from Anderson, and Walnut leads 3-0 with the ball. So the Eagles offense with first blood. Joey Peening walks it up court and throws it there where it's gotten by Brock. Brock throws it left side, Stoffridgen. Stoffridgen wants to feed, now kicks top of the key, McDaniel. McDaniel left side goes to Brock. Brock moving around, pauses the ball, stripped away and taken away, and then he tries to tie up Nate Stahl, and he looks like they're going to call a foul on Damian Brock. So Brock just had it taken away from him by Stahl and committed a foul, trying to get it back. Lane Madden gets the inbound for West Clermont to start the next possession. Tenenfeld gets the feed on the right. Tenenfeld top of the key, goes to Strauss. Strauss facing down McDaniel. Strauss poked by McDaniel, gets it back though. Strauss goes at top of the key to Lane Madden. Madden left side, Tenenfeld launches a 3. Tenenfeld got it. Carson Tenenfeld from deep ties the game. 3-all. Landon McDaniel takes it up the other way. Throws left side, Peening. Launches a quick 3. Peening off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Austin of Walnut Hills, who gets it back. Austin feeds Stoffridgen. Ball's on the ground, and Stoffridgen picks it up as Tenenfeld was going for it. Now it's thrown left side, Damian Brock. Brock moves left of center circle, motions men around, and now feeds it to Peening, and almost stolen by Peening, but now Peening takes it inside, kicks it over. Austin launches another three. No good. Rebound Stoffridgen, Walnut Hills, though. He gets it back into a double team by Duke. Ball given to Peening, puts up the layup, and gets a friendly bounce. Joey Peening on the board. 5-3 Eagles leading. Ball's taken up court by Carson Duke, rather. Duke drives past Brock, feeds it right side Madden. Back over to Duke. Duke wants an open three, in and out. Rebound taken by McDaniel. Put on the ground and fought for and eventually tracked down. They're going to call a tie-up. Walnut should keep the ball. So the Everett McDaniel could not get a clean rebound, but does get the ball back to Walnut. Charlie Stoffridgen to inbound to Joey Peening with the Eagles leading by a score of 5-3. At home against the Wolves. Peening takes it up the floor. Passes middle of the court to Austin. Inside to Stoffridgen. Backs down his man into a double team, and ball is recovered by Austin as Stoffridgen was stripped of it. Austin goes to center circle, gives it on McDaniel. McDaniel fakes a three. Now feeds left side Stoffridgen. Charlie Stoffridgen. Again, so aggression from West Clermont, but Peening collects it. Throws left side Brock. Damian Brock against Tenenfeld. Feeds inside Stoffridgen. Back over to Brock. Brock launches from 18 feet, and it's no good. Rebound tipped around and taken by West Clermont, but then Peening just takes it away, and a foul is going to be called. Looks like they'll say it's over and back on Joey Peening, who stripped the ball from Lane Madden, but in the absolute worst place to get a steal. And that will turn it over to West Clermont with 4:40 to go in the first quarter. Lane Madden gets the inbound to start the next Wolf possession. Madden drives on Peening, who keeps position, switches on, and now feeds inside to Strauss. Cameron Strauss behind the back to Duke. Carson Duke. Single covered by Stoffridgen, now going inside and putting a shot up and making it is Lane Madden. First two for him ties the game at 5 with 4:19 to go. Peening takes it up the other way. Puts the ball on the ground. Peening gets it back, throws it, and it's a bad pass taken away by West Clermont. Now tossed up the floor to Carson Duke. Behind the back pass. Layup is no good. Carson Duke put it behind his back to Cameron Strauss. Strauss could not complete the layup, but he was fouled. Peening gets called for the foul. That's his first, and Strauss with a chance to give the Wolves the lead with 4:08 to go. Nifty move by Carson Duke. Almost got the assist. Instead, Strauss will brick the first free throw too short. Cameron Strauss in the year, 56% from the charity stripe. Jarrell Wilson enters, replacing Joey Peening. Midway through the first quarter. 2 fouls on Walnut. The other one's on Brock. Second shot by Strauss is no good. Austin the rebound for Walnut Hills. Ty Austin drives it down the floor. Austin gives it right side Brock. Wide open three. Brock, no good. Rebound tapped around, taken by Stoffridgen of Walnut Hills, who gives it out to McDaniel. Stoffridgen now launches his own corner three, and that's good. Charlie Stoffridgen gives the Eagles back the lead, 8-5, halfway through the first quarter. Walnut offense showing some signs of life for the first time in a while. Lane Madden drives it past Brock, now gets it right of center circle. Brock closely guarding him and feeds up top to Carson Tenenfeld. Tenenfeld moving on McDaniel, driving inside Tenenfeld, flips it over, and it's gotten by Strauss and lays it in. Cameron Strauss on the assist from Tenenfeld, 8-7. Other end, Brock is stripped of the ball by Madden, and then a whistle. What are we going to get? As we have a West Clermont player down. Oh no. For a team that's already out with so many injuries, this is, well, I think is Lane Madden looks to be the injured player. And the Wolves, who have already had Rayshon Hubbard and Jair Harper, 2 of their stars, go down with injuries. Really do not want to see this for West Clermont. He is, and they're tending to his right knee as he lays down there. Cannon Connor comes in to check on him, and they lift him up, and that is That looks like it's Tenenfeld and not Lane Madden. It is Carson Tenenfeld who has to be helped off the floor, not Madden. So Tenenfeld is putting no pressure at all on that right leg. Carson Tenenfeld, 9.2 a game this year. He was the second leading scorer among the healthy West Clermont players, and he has just gone down with what looks to be a pretty serious injury. The show goes on. Bryce Richardson entered the game for Walnut Hills, replacing Brock, and the ball's fed to Madden at the top of the key. Lane Madden. West Clermont runs a set to get someone free, but they didn't. Inside pass goes to Madden from Stahl. Now the ball's given in the corner, and a three faked and then contested three put up and buried by Carson Duke. Can't keep Carson Duke down for long. That's his first 3 points, 10-8 Wolves. After the injury to Tenenfeld, Jarrell Wilson walks up the floor for Walnut, feeds it inside Stoffridgen. Stoffridgen, harassed into a double team, gets out of it, finds an open corner three for Austin, and it's way too strong an air ball off the hands of Wilson out of bounds. Ball will go to West Clermont. Austin had a great look, but just completely whiffed the shot, and that gives it back to the Wolves. 10-8 the score. Walnut pressing. Lane Madden flips it up court, taken by Duke, driving into the lane, kicked it out. Nate Stahl for three. Good. And that's the third three of the game for the Wolves. 13-8. Ball fed on the other end. Bryce Richardson. Richardson kicks it over to Wilson. Rel Wilson into the corner. Austin. Extra pass to Stoffridgen. Three for Stoffridgen. Got it. Charlie Stoffridgen with 2 3-pointers. He's got 6 points. 13-11. Lane Madden rushes up the floor to break the press. Madden kicks it into the front court. Strauss and one. But we're going to get an offensive foul as going to the ground with Charlie Stoffridgen. Would have been an and one if the play had counted. Richmond was called for the foul. That's his first. And Rylan Morgan checks into the game, replacing Richmond, who also is favoring his right leg. So another injury for these Wolves as they just continue to pile up in this season. The Wolves have persevered throughout all of it. Rel Wilson holding the ball, feeds it inside to Landon McDaniel, kicks it back out Wilson. Wilson one-on-one, goes inside, kicks it over Austin, extra pass Stoffridgen. He's not open this time. Stoffridgen gets through contact. Stoffridgen kicks out Austin. He wants to drive inside, but he gets rejected. Duke, Austin getting driven backwards. Austin kicks it into the corner, McDaniel, and they'll reset. McDaniel holds, drives inside on Stahl. McDaniel through contact, no good, no foul. Morgan, the rebound for West Clermont. He's double-teamed and trapped, but he passes it out of it. Ball flung up there to Cameron Strauss. Strauss through contact from Stoffridgen. A foul is called. On offense, that will go against Cameron Strauss, the second offensive foul in as many possessions for West Clermont. 13-11 the score in favor of the Wolves. As the three-pointers have been key for both teams. Wilson, and we'll get a foul on offense on Walnut. Landon McDaniel. Three fouls on each team, minute 18 to play here in quarter number one. As Walnut continues to press, we'll see if they can get some results out of it soon enough. Ball is inbounded, thrown away, but saved by Carson Duke, who's then trapped, and a timeout's going to be called by West Clermont to save a possession. So, needed to do that to avoid a turnover, as Carson Duke got into an unfortunate position. Brandon Grammer, the head coach of West Clermont, forced to burn a timeout with a minute 8 to go in the first quarter with his team up by 2 on the road here in the Nut House. Each team has made 3 3-pointers in this first quarter, 13-11 the score. Stahl, Duke, and Tenenfeld, the latter of which who's out with an injury right now. For West Clermont, Stoffridgen and Austin are responsible for Walnut's 3. And we'll draw up a play for West Clermont. Carson Richmond, unlike Tenenfeld, still in the huddle, so it could just be a cramp or a minor injury. We'll hope it is. The last thing this Wolves team needs is more injuries. Have not seen Will Rivers come into the game yet for Walnut after he did not play in the Springboro game. For Walnut on the floor right now, Wilson, McDaniel, Austin, Richardson, and Stavridgen. Rylan Morgan, Lane Madden, Carson Duke, and 2 others for West Clermont. One of those others will get the inbound right here, and it's Lane Madden. Madden closely guarded by Jarrell Wilson. Madden drives right, kicks there, Stahl. Stahl open 3, too short, no good. Rebound tapped around, taken by Stavridgen of Walnut Hills. Stavridgen dribbles out of trouble, throws it all the way up court, and McDaniel can't save it. It's out of bounds, ball to West Clermont. As he tried to launch it out of a double team that he was about to find himself into and just threw it way too far. He will exit the game here in favor of Will Rivers for the first time. So Rivers back after the 1-game absence. And Lane Madden gets the ball off the inbound with the Wolves up by 2. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. Madden dribbles right. Madden throws it inside Carson Duke. Underhanded flip, no good, but Rivers gets the win for Walnut. Other end, McDaniel takes it up court. 32 seconds to go. McDaniel drives inside. McDaniel kicks it out Austin. Austin, Walnut will hold a bit for probably last shot. Wilson moves men around, feeds inside Rivers, kicks back out to Wilson with 20 seconds left. Rel Wilson holding one-on-one against Strauss. Wilson into a double team with Morgan and Duke. Wilson throws it away. He threw it too wide of Will Rivers as he ran into a double team with Morgan and Carson Duke. And that trap by West Clermont continues to pay dividends. Another turnover for this Eagles offense. Ball's inbounded to Lane Madden with 10 seconds left. Madden drives inside. Madden kicks out. Here's now Stoll gets the ball poked out by McDaniel. Taken away McDaniel. Driving up court. Austin. Austin off the rim. No good, foul called. As Ty Austin got the steal, drove to the basket, and got the foul on Nate Stahl. First foul on Stahl with 0.6 to go. Austin could tie the game heading into the second quarter with 2 free throws here. His first is good. For his 4th point, Ty Austin, averaging 12 a game on the season. 1 point away from tying this one up. Ty Austin, too strong, no good. Rebound, they try to tip it in, but it's no good as Austin's shot was after the buzzer. So that at the end of the first quarter, Wolves by a point, 13-12. This is Walnut Hills basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. On the floor for West Clermont to start quarter number 2, Carson Richmond, Nate Stahl, Carson Duke, Cannon Connor, and Lane Madden. For Walnut, Bryce Richardson, Will Rivers, Joey Peening, Ty Austin, and Damian Brock. Walnut victorious in both the freshman and JV games before this one. They're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 with a varsity win tonight. Carson Richmond starts the second quarter with the ball. He feeds it right side to Duke. Inside ball given to Strauss. Underhand flip, no good. Cannon Connor was there, not Strauss. Austin the rebound for Walnut Hills. He flings it up court, and McDaniel contacted on the catch and goes down hard. That was Brock, not McDaniel. We'll get a foul in West Clermont. Richmond with the foul is second. Austin to inbound for Walnut. Austin with Peening moving around. Austin holding, feeds to Richardson, but it's too late, and he turns it over. It was a nice find, but the play just developed too slowly, and Austin was called for the 5 seconds, turning it over. Way too many of those for this Walnut offense so far. Lane Madden, guarded closely in the backcourt by Damian Brock. Now Richmond will drive inside. Richmond flings it into the front court. Cannon Connor puts it up and in. First 2 for Cannon Connor, who averages 2 a game this year, 15-12. Wolves in front. Joey Peening on the other end. Feeds Austin right side. Austin flings inside to Will Rivers. Rivers gets out of trouble, goes to Peening. Guarded deeply by Carson Richmond. Peening will hold for a bit. Now throws it left to Damian Brock. You just know West Clermont wants to set up that trap again. In their zone defense, Peening and Brock are throwing it back and forth. Eventually, Brock gives it up to Peening. He fakes a 3 now. Feeds it into the corner. Will Rivers. Back over to Peening. Back to Brock. Now it's Austin, actually. Now right side, Peening. Still not taking the shot. Richardson gets the ball fed inside to Rivers, but he loses it out of bounds. Ball to West Clermont. Another turnover for this Eagles offense. And that will be all that Stu Holt needs to see to pull Rivers out of the game in favor of Charlie Stoffridgen. 15-12 the score. Some light pressure put on by Walnut as they back out of it and leave Richmond one-on-one alone with Damian Brock. Richmond gets past him, recovers in the front court, now goes right side. Richmond moving around, loses his footing, but he somehow kept his pivot foot there and flings that to Madden. Lane Madden now working against Peening. Flings it left side, Carson Richmond. Stu Holt motioning men around on the sidelines. And the ball's given right side at Peening to Madden, and a foul called underneath against Walnut. Jarrell Wilson enters, replacing Joey Peening. Stu Holt wants to explain what that last call was against Charlie Stoffridgen. Ball bounced to Lane Madden, now matched up with Stoffridgen. Madden drives left inside. Madden kicks it out now. Stahl. Nate Stahl driving inside. Austin gets a hand on the ball and blocks it. Rebound pulled down by Austin. Good defense by Ty Austin. Now he flings it left. Wilson into the corner. Stoffridgen. Shovel pass inside. Richardson. Hook shot. No good. Rebound tapped around and taken by Stahl. Flung up court and taken by Madden. Driving now right. Back to Madden. Lays it up and misses it. Rebound tapped around into the hands of Madden. Flings it into the corner where Duke has it. Launches a step back 3 and misses it. Rebound tipped into the hands of Stoffridgen for Walnut Hills. As the defense continues to hold, 50-12. Wilson with the ball. Launches a quick 3. No good, in and out. Rebound taken by Cannon Connor of West Clermont. Eagles offense needs to produce something soon. Carson Duke driving up floor against Richardson. Duke behind the back to Madden. Flings it into the front court. Cannon Connor under the basket. Back to Madden. Madden steps through, gives it up. And now it's Strauss putting up a hook shot that's no good. Rebound Austin Walnut Hills fighting for it, but they call a tie-up. As it looks like Austin got out of it. That was on Cameron Strauss, his second. That was a foul, not a jump ball. And Strauss will have to exit in favor of Gage Mai. First time we've seen him this game. Only 0.6 a game this year. Rel Wilson wants to break this offensive drought for Walnut. Didn't score a point against Springboro in that loss. Feeds the ball right side to Austin. Over to McDaniel. Launches a quick through. McDaniel. Got it! Landon McDaniel ties this one up at 15 and gives Walnut their first points of the second quarter. Just a 24% free three-point shooter this year, but he got it here. Carson Duke gets the inside feed. Kicks out Madden. Quick 3 Madden off the mark. Wilson the river for Walnut Hills. Wilson driving up court. He's tracked down and slows down. Now throws it left side Stoffergen. Wants to fight his way inside Stoffergen. Puts it up and misses it too short. Stoffergen tips the ball and it's taken by Madden of West Clermont for the rebound. 15 all, second quarter, half gone. Lane Madden met by McDaniel. Madden drives it right, flings it there to Mai. Mai throws it inside to Duke. Carson Duke under the basket, kicks out, and he stepped out of bounds, ball to Walnut Hills. He was trying to get it to Nate Stahl. Well, the pass was going to be wide anyway. But this Walnut defense keeping them in the game. It's tied at 15 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rel Wilson walks it up the floor, Walnut with a chance to take the lead if they can get some points this possession. Wilson and Austin throwing it back and forth. And they are still doing that. Austin throws it back to Wilson, giving some space. Now flings it cross court to Stoffergen, launches a three. Stoffergen in and out. Rebound tracked down by West Clermont, then thrown to McDaniel. Easy lane to the basket. One-handed dunk missed by McDaniel. Tipped out of bounds, and the ball will go to West Clermont. That is an unfortunate miss. As McDaniel tried to one-hand it, he is shaking his head in disbelief as he passed up the easiest 2 points of his life. Timeout called by the Wolves. 3:38 to go in the second quarter. Game is tied at 15 with just 5 total points scored in the second quarter. And a matchup between one of the league's best offenses and one of the worst. They have been even so far. Walnut's defense has been pretty consistently excellent under Stu Holt. They have wavered a little bit while trying to implement their press, but from the half court, there is almost no one better under Holt's 3 years as head coach. Just need guys that can shoot. Out of the timeout for Walnut, it will be Stoffergen, Wilson, Austin, Brock, and McDaniel. McDaniel, one of the most aggressive shooters I've seen play at Walnut pretty much ever. Feels like he'll put one up from anywhere. Walnut pressing to start this possession for West Clermont. And a quick whistle. What are we doing here? Players just loitering around as play is currently stopped. Refs discussing something with Coach Holt. And they'll go back to their positions. And get ready for the inbound. Nate Stahl, Gage Mai, Cannon Connor, Lane Madden, and Carson Duke on the floor. Madden gets the inbound against some light pressure from McDaniel. Madden gets right past him, drives the lane. Madden kicks out Stahl, fakes a three. Stahl drives inside, kicks back out to Madden. Lane Madden into the lane. Lane. Madden trying to fight through it, puts one up and no good. Connor no good. We're going to Austin Walnut Hills, and he is fouled. Let's see. Did he get fouled or did he step out of bounds? He may have stepped out of bounds. And that he did. Ball to West Clermont. So Austin, in a very tight spot, could not keep his feet. Duke flings it up to Cannon Connor. Connor looking for a feed. Connor wants to find Duke and gives it to him. Carson Duke feeds inside Cannon Connor. Connor through contact and Stoffergen blocks it. West Clermont gets the rebound and the putback is good by Carson Duke. That was Connor, not Duke. 4 for him. Ball flung to the right side into the lane. Brock. Brock steps back from 10 feet and it is no good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Gage Mai and then forced away by Damian Brock out of bounds. Ball will stay with West Clermont on the rebound by Mai. 17-15 the score, favoring the Wolves after the 2 by Cannon Connor. And they have stayed a step ahead so far. Lane Madden up the floor for West Clermont, make that Richmond. Now into the game. Gage Mai feeds Connor. Cannon Connor poked by his own teammate out of bounds. Ball will go to the Eagles. As it was Carson Richmond stepping on the foot of Cannon Connor when he threw a pass. And that caused him to turn it over. Ball to Walnut. Down by a pair, 17-15. And Wilson will start this possession at point. Wilson throws it left to Austin. Might just be Some passes and ball tipped out of bounds by West Clermont, as jumping that was Carson Duke. Layden Madden will enter, replacing Richmond. So that blunder may have gotten Richmond some time on the bench near the half. McDaniel, the inbound, will go to Wilson. And Walnut will continue with their normal plans as they throw it to Austin. Tries to feed it inside Stoffridgen. Dangerous, but he gets it. Stoffridgen, double team, feeds McDaniel now in the right corner. Now flings it up to Stoffridgen, and he gets it. And they'll reset on the left side with Ty Austin. Austin, the other fling. McDaniel fakes a three, and now looks for a feed, kicks back over to Wilson. Under 2 to play in the second quarter. Back to McDaniel. Kicks it back out Stoffridgen. Launches a three. Stoffridgen in and out. Rebound taken by Mai of West Clermont. Gage Mai. And now harassed in the backcourt and flings out to Stahl. Nate Stahl goes into the lane. Kicks it over Cannon. Connor off the backboard. No good. Rebound taken by Ty Austin of Walnut Hills. Austin driving inside and has to step out under pressure from Carson Duke and Cannon Connor. Ball's thrown left side, Stoffridgen, and a minute and a half to play. Brock gets the ball on the right end, kicks it over, corner three, Ty Austin. Bang! Austin with 7. Walnut retakes the lead, 18-17. Here at the Nut House. Lane Madden up the floor for West Clermont with a minute 15 to go. Madden spins by Duke. Madden into the corner. Connor misses that one too, as Connor was left open again and could not connect. Ty Austin gets the rebound. Kicks right side, Damian Brock. Brock feeding into the lane, fouled. That'll go against Lane Madden most likely, and it will. Brock to the line for 2. First foul on Lane Madden, and Damian Brock to the line. 3 team fouls on West Clermont with a minute 2 to go. First shot by Damian Brock is good. For his first point of the game, Damian Brock on the year shooting 80% on free throws, 8 of 10, now 9 of 11. Second shot coming for Damian Brock to put the Eagles up by 3 is in and out. Rebound tipped out and almost goes in, but instead will be taken by West Clermont and fed to Nate Stahl. Stahl driving left side. He's forced out and gives it up where Madden holds below center circle. 50 seconds to go. Walnut by a pair, 19-17. Madden behind the back to Carson Duke. He's got a head of steam against McDaniel, and he'll step back out. Carson Duke wants to feed. Now Wilson takes it away. On the bad pass by Duke. Girl Wilson driving inside, and he's forced out. Feeds McDaniel for a wide open layup. Good find by Wilson off the steal. Walnut by 4. Driving up the floor, Lane Madden. Madden into the lane against Austin. He will feed it inside. Cannon Connor through contact. Got it. That's Carson Duke. Gets the 2 back. Carson Duke with 5. 21-19. 15 seconds to go. Wilson up the floor for Walnut to get some more points on before halftime. West Clermont traps Wilson. He's trying to find an outlet. He's harassed. He gets out of it. Flings it up the floor, but there was nobody there as he was maybe looking at a guy in the stands wearing white instead of a Walnut player wearing white, and to turn it over for Jarrell Wilson. Walnut goes to the half court except for Damian Brock. 2 seconds left. Flinged up a 3. No good for Carson Duke, and that will end the half with Walnut in the lead, 21-19 here at the Nut House. This is Walnut Hills Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. back to Walnut Hills basketball on Graham's Sportscasting channel. We're at the break. The Eagles hold a 21-19 advantage over West Clermont. Time now for scores from around the ECC, where they're all at halftime. Walnut games start a little bit late, so most of these games are in the third quarter by now. Winton Woods holds a 28-21 advantage over Turpin. Turpin, a very similar team to Walnut in that they have a like to drag teams in a defensive slugfest. They played a pretty good game against Moeller the other day, but now they trail the Warriors by 7. Kings up 34-27 on Loveland. That should be a fun offensive game. Lebanon trails Little Miami 29-21. Another game of experience versus youth, as you have Deshaun Coggins versus that all-senior lineup for Little Miami, and Anderson up by a point at home against Milford. Anderson looking for their first ECC win of the year. They've only fed off the SWAC throughout the first part of this season, but they could get that right here if they can hold on over fellow bottom feeder Milford. That was your first half scores. First half stats for Walnut. Austin leads the team with 7 points, followed by Stofford with 6 and McGinia with 5. So the three leading scorers have combined for 18 of the Eagles' 21 points. For West Clermont, Carson Duke leads all scorers with just 5. He has not had a game that wasn't in double figures all season, although he was held to just 10 points by Clermont Northeastern in West Clermont's most recent game. They won that one 62-50. Elsewhere, Cannon Connor with 4, Carson Tenenfield had 4 before he went out with that bad-looking injury. Nate Stahl with 3 for the Wolves. We'll be back with second half action in a few minutes. This is Walnut Hills basketball on Graham's Sportscasting channel. Welcome back to Walnut Hills basketball on Graham's Sportscasting channel. We're at the start of the third quarter. Walnut Hills with a 2-point lead over the visiting West Clermont Wolves, looking to snap their 3-game losing streak, get back to 500, and get a quality ECC win here tonight. They'll have to play another 16 minutes of quality basketball, especially on that offensive end where They have been plagued by the turnover bug. Even though they've been shooting the ball pretty well, they have not managed to keep it safe. Lots of fives, got a couple 5 seconds over and back, just straight up bad passes, stepping out of bounds. If there's a way you can turn it over, the Walnut Hills offense has found a way to do it tonight. They have to clean that up to start the second half. Walnut will start the second half with Joey Peening, Damian Brock, Lanny McDaniel, Ty Austin, and Charlie Stoffergen. Facing down Lane Madden, Carson Richmond, Carson Duke, and 2 others. Nate Stahl out there, as well as Cameron Strauss. Walnut will start the second half with ball. Charlie Stoffergen inbounding to Joey Peening to get the third quarter underway. Peening flings it left side to Ty Austin. Austin into a double team immediately, gives it up to Stoffergen. He's double teamed now. Nate Stahl moving around, bouncing off the foot of a West Clermont player and taken away by Nate Stahl. Fed the other direction to Carson Richmond. The other end, contested 3 for Carson Duke, missed. Rebound taken by Stoffergen of Walnut Hills. An empty possession after the turnover. McDaniel gets the feed on the other end. McDaniel gives it up. Stoffergen open 3. No good, too strong. Rebound taken by West Clermont. And it's fed to Duke on the other end. Carson Duke to the top of the key. Gives it up Madden. Behind his back, Strauss. Strauss moves it out of bounds, and it will go to West Clermont, as it was Charlie Stoffergen on defense. And that's 2 quick, empty possessions for Walnut to start off this half. Gotta clean those up. Carson Richmond to inbound for West Clermont. Richmond looking around, has to get rid of it, and does. He goes over into the bottom of the key, where it's gotten by Nate Stahl, puts up a quick shot. Madden, no good. McDaniel the rim for Walnut Hills. Lanny McDaniel drives it up court into a trap. McDaniel harassed, and he is tied up. We got a foul or a tie-up. We got a tie-up. All to West Clermont. As that double-team trap continues to work wonders for the Wolves. They have gotten several free possessions with it. As Carson Richmond the other direction, and he throws it away as he was trying to get it to Lane Madden, but Damian Brock had him tied up. And the 2 guards are arguing as it's a turnover for West Clermont. A minute into this third quarter. Joey Peening for Walnut to start off this next possession. Peening throws it left side Austin. Quickly into the lane, Stoffergen. Kicks it out, McDaniel. Open 3, McDaniel. Too strong, no good. Rebound Brock, but then they're going to call something either on Austin or the guy guarding him. It will be on the guy guarding him, Nate Stahl, as Austin was trying to go. Let's see. Nate Stahl with the foul, second on him. Inbound goes from Stoffergen to McDaniel. Austin was trying to get that rebound. Peening, quick 3 from McDaniel. Bang! Joey Peening. As they left him all alone, and Peening made him pay. He's got 5. 24-19, Walnut's biggest lead of the night. Other end, Peening now playing defense, gives it up to Richmond, and they switch on Madden, and a foul is going to be called on Peening. His second. Walnut now leads by 5, 24-19. Peening will exit in favor of Rel Wilson. 6:26 to go, third quarter. Richmond, the inbounder, looking for a lob, and it's put on the ground and taken by Strauss, gives it back to Carson Duke. Duke driving inside on McDaniel, stripped to the ball by Wilson and taken away. Taken by Austin, fed into the lane of McDaniel. McDaniel through contact, layup, good, and a foul! Line him up, that's Damian Brock, who fought through the contact from Lane Madden. Second foul on Madden. And Brock with a chance to put the Eagles up by 8. Brock is good. 27-19. Walnut in front. And they have the Wolves on the back foot with a 6-0 run out of the locker room. Carson Richmond driving inside on Brock. Richmond stepping back out. Looks to feed and travels. Puts it on the ground, actually. Double dribble. Carson Richmond turns it over. One way or the other. Timeout West Clermont. And they only have 2 left as they now trail by 8, 27-19. as they have ramped up the intensity of the locker room. They want to end this losing streak and get back to 500. Damian Brock off the and one. Joey Peening off the three have helped to spring this rally. Earlier today, Walnut was ranked as the 14th team out of 19 in the Southwest South District by the Max Preps RPI. That's what determines the tournament seeding. West Clermont was ranked 12th. Very competitive division, but at least Walnut is still ahead of Coleraine, I would hope. McDaniel, Brock, Wilson, Austin, and Stofford on the floor for Walnut, who have ball and lead by 8, as they have stuffed the league's best offense in a locker so far. Rel Wilson. They want to hold this for 14 more minutes. Rel Wilson motors men around, manning point guard. Drives it left. Wilson into the lane. And is fouled. Carson Richmond contacted him. That's the third foul on Richmond. Let's see if he exits. As Stofford will be the inbounder. Throws it up there into traffic, but it's caught by Austin, and he will start the possession. Ty Austin, one-on-one with one of the point guards. It's Nate Stahl. Ball given right side to McDaniel into a trap. McDaniel flings it inside to Austin, who backs out instead of driving. Austin now goes right, kicks it over McDaniel. Onto the three, McDaniel. No good. Rebound taken by West Clermont's Carson Duke. Duke drives it the other way, flings it up the floor, recovered by Stahl. Kicks it behind his back. Open three, put up and made. Madden with the three for West Clermont, gives them their first points of the half. Wilson to McDaniel in the lane. Madden with 5 points. Stofford takes the ball and walks to center circle. Charlie Stofford looks around in trouble. Stofford and a timeout called by Stu Holt. Stofford did not know what to do with the ball, and Holt wisely got him out of trouble with a timeout. So between timeouts, just 3 points scored by West Clermont off the three by Lane Madden. 27-22 now the score. No Wolf with more than 5. We were kind of expecting everyone else to be below 5 at this point, but not Carson Duke. He's only got 5 himself. The ECC's leading scorer, who's trying to become the conference's first 20-point-per-game scorer in nearly a decade. I believe the last one was in 2016. It was in 2015 with DeAnthony McCallum from Anderson. But that's it. Wilson gets the inbound for Walnut to start this possession. Runs into a trap, but immediately throws it out of it. And Ty Austin has it on the right wing. Austin inside to Stofford. Stofford looks around with the ball. Still can't get rid of it. Now flings it to Wilson. Wide open three. Wilson. No good. Rebound tracked down by West Clermont, but he's into a trap. Tied up, and we'll see what happens. We get a tie-up, and it's Walnut ball. As rebound bounced into the corner where Madden got it, but was not able to stop the double team from Brock and Stofford, who tracked it down and got a new possession off after the miss by Wilson. Charlie Stofford to inbound. He will give it up to Wilson. Walnut looking to get back on the scoreboard. Wilson feeds it right to Austin on the right wing. Tipped into the air, and Stofford recovers it. Wilson now feeds it left side into the corner. McDaniel back over to Brock. Damian Brock drives inside, puts up a one-handed hook shot, no good. Rebound taken away by West Clermont's Lane Madden. Madden shovel pass to Nate Stahl. Stahl will slow it down and throw it away. He tried to get it to Cameron Strauss and threw it too high for her, the 6'6 senior, and out of bounds. The ball will go back to Walnut. 4:25 to play, third quarter. 27-22 the score. Jarrell Wilson to start another possession for Walnut. Throws it right to Austin. Back to Wilson, who almost wasn't ready for it, but he does recover it. Wilson behind a screen from Stofford into the corner, goes to McDaniel. Flings it back out to Stofford for a new possession. Austin gets the ball again. West Clermont threatening to trap. He goes top of the key to Wilson. Rel Wilson. Motors left. McDaniel. Corner for McDaniel. No good. Rebound Austin. Walnut Hills puts it back up. No good. And the rebound taken away by West Clermont. Now flung up court. Stofferson one-on-one. Bounce past to Madden. Madden with the layup. Good. And we got a whistle and another timeout called, maybe? We're going to get a substitution instead. It'll be Cannon Connor entering the game, replacing Cameron Strauss. Lane Madden now leads all scorers with 7. And West Clermont's closed that gap to 3 points. 27-24. Ball on the right wing to Austin. Fed inside to Stofferton. Into the corner, Brock. Brock has it blocked by West Clermont and taken back by Stofferton. McDaniel on the other end, and he puts it in, McDaniel. Walnut back ahead by 5, 29-24. Other end, it's Lane Madden. And Madden will slow it down. And Stofferton will give him plenty of space to operate. Lane Madden wants to drive on Stofferton. Gets toward the basket. Puts up an underhand flip and makes it. Good shot by Lane Madden, who now has 9 points. 3-point game, 29-26. Rel Wilson steps into a trap. Floats through it. Gets it out to McDaniel for a contested 3. Has it partially blocked. Out of bounds. Ball will go to West Clermont. As it was Carson Duke who came over to contest the 3. Peening and Richardson enter. Brock and Wilson leave. Joey Peening seeing extended playing time as Walnut tries to hold on to this 3-point game. Ball running up court with Carson Richmond. Richmond throws it right to Madden. Lane Madden moving around, flings it inside under the basket. Carson Duke trying to find an angle to shoot from, and now kicks it out to Madden. Madden contested 3, and it's an air ball. Rebound out of bounds, taken by Walnut. Lane Madden tried to take advantage of Bryce Richards getting turned around to put up a 3, but it was just not a good shot, and he missed it badly. Joey Peening takes it up the floor for Walnut. Peening feeds it right to Austin, into a trap, back over to Peening, into the corner, and now McDaniel feeds it inside Stofferton. Stofferton spins for the basket, putting up a layup. Got it! Charlie Stofferton takes advantage of West Clermont's aggression and gets it easy too. 31-26 the score. And Richmond, the other end, fakes a pass and now throws it right to Madden. Madden wants to lob it inside. And now Madden will go to center circle and give it behind his back to Carson Duke. Duke against Richardson. Duke wants to drive, but Richardson's got good defense. Madden gets a lane. Madden gives it up and puts up a layup and makes it. That's Cannon Connor on the other end. Back to a 3-point game. Peening with the ball at the top of the key from Stofferton. Joey Peening feeds it right to Richardson. Richardson back over to Peening. Peening left side, back to Peening. Could have a 3 if he wants it. Now feeds to Stofferton inside with space. Stofferton, and he throws it away as McDaniel was in the lane but tried to go up for an alley-oop, and Stofferton tried to do a normal pass to him. So a miscommunication between Peening and Stofferton caused another turnover, with Walnut still up by just 3, 31-28. A minute 24 to go and counting in the third quarter to play here. Ball taken up the floor by Lane Madden. Madden goes behind his back. It's taken by Strauss. And the other end, Richardson has a hand on it, but it's taken back by West Clermont. Fighting through the lane is Dookie. Underhand flips it out. Now a drive from the basket and a put in a layup is good for West Clermont. Lane Madden now has 11. He's in double figures. 31-30, a 1-point game. Joey Peening holds on the right wing. Peening flings it left to Richardson. Goes inside to Stofferton. He's got space to work. Stofferton kicks it out to Peening. Launches a 3. Peening! Too strong, no good. McDaniel River Walnut Hills, though. Kicks it out to Stofferton. New possession. Charlie Stofferton. Shovel pass goes over to Peening. With 36 seconds to play, Peening tries to get past his defender. Flings it right side to Stofferton. But again, they can't punish the aggression from West Clermont. Now the inside pass goes back out to Stofferton. Still looking around. Back over to Peening. 23 seconds to go. Peening. West Clermont has a foul to give. Peening, and there's the foul on Richmond, his 4th. 19.3 to go. Richmond got a little too much of Joey Peening, and he will exit in favor of number 0, Caleb Miller. Played his first game of the year last game against Clermont Northeastern, scored 6 points. Joey Peening, 14 seconds to go. Peening has the ball on the ground, doesn't cross the half-court line. Peening gets it away to Stofferton with space to work. Stofferton driving inside, flings it out McDaniel. McDaniel, corner for McDaniel, no good. Rebound tapped around, taken by Austin. He's got to put a shot up, but he can't find it. And the half comes to an end. With Walnut leading by just 1 point, 31-30. It should be an exciting ending here at the Nut House. This is Walnut Hills Basketball on Graham Sportscasting Channel. Eight minutes of basketball left here in quarter number 4 to decide a winner here at the Nut House between the Walnut Hills Eagles and West Clermont Wolves. Eagles by a point, 31-30. They'll start the fourth quarter with Landon McDaniel, Joey Peening, Charlie Stofferton, Ty Austin, and Bryce Richardson. West Clermont with the ball. And Lane Madden, the leading scorer tonight, will be guarded by McDaniel. Tipped away from Madden and taken by Stofferton. A bad pass from Madden gets deflected and taken by Walnut. Joey Peening drives it the other way. Peening into the lane. Puts it through contact. Can't get it to go. Raven Richardson, Walnut Hills. Flip the other direction by McDaniel into the corner. Peening fakes a 3. Now steps the other way. Tries to find an angle and can't. And now flips it over to Stofferton. Stofferton, he's going to drive. He's going to try to find a kick out and can to Peening. Peening from 18 feet. It's rolling and growling and good for Joey Peening. 7 points for Peening, 2 shy of his career high, 33-30. The score with 7:15 to play in regulation. Now Peening's defender, Caleb Miller. And throws it away, but did Richardson get a hand on it? No, he did not, and Miller turns it over. Ball goes right back to Walnut, who now leads by 3 with just over 7 to play. That'll be all for Caleb Miller. Hope you enjoyed your action, kid. Nate Stahl enters for West Clermont. Peening the point guard for Walnut. Joey Peening, bounce pass left side goes Stofferton. Let's see if he can back his man down. Stofferton spinning around, kicks it back out to Peening. Joey Peening into the lane, kick out Austin. Ty Austin goes to center circle. Austin goes right now, giving up to Richardson. Bryce Richardson muscles away to the lane, hook shots it up and misses it. Austin the rim for Walnut Hills. Can he put it back up? Austin puts it back up. No good, no foul. West Clermont the rebound for the Wolves. Other end, it's Nate Stahl taking into the lane, kicking out Carson Duke. Duke contested 3 against Richardson. No good. Rebound taken by West Clermont Stahl. Over to Duke. Duke throws it away and gives it out to Stofferton. Stofferton goes to Peening to start this next possession with Walnut still out by 3. 6:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Joey Peening gets a screen from Stofferton. Drives right on Stahl. Kicks over McDaniel into the corner. McDaniel into the lane. McDaniel flings into the corner. Austin. Open 3. Austin. Air ball. Rebound taken by West Clermont. Bounce pass goes up to Carson Duke. He's fed into the lane. Into the lane. Open layup made. Cameron Strauss. 4 for him. 33-32 the score. Under 6 to play. Peening. Drives inside Peening. Puts up a floater. Too short. No good. Rebound taken out off the foot of a West Clermont player. And McDaniel will track it down for Walnut Hills for a new possession. As the Peening floater was no good, a timeout's going to be called by Stu Holt to reset. 5:36 to play, fourth quarter. Walnut by a point, 33-32. Walnut needs to They've been holding the lead, but have not gotten very much separation from the Wolves. They had an 8-point lead at one point. That was immediately countered by a 5-0 West Clermont run. And you know Carson Duke could explode at any moment. As Duke's just... Walnut has not given him much easy stuff. He's got to actually be that 21-point scorer that his stats purport he is. And so far, he has only made the easy stuff. When he's forced to take a contested 3 against Richardson, who has been an excellent defender on him, he has not worked all that well. Meanwhile, Joey Peening with a 7-point day. It's a season high. His career high is 9. He set that against Kings early in his freshman season last year. Out of the timeout, McDaniel, Peening, Stoffergen, Austin, Richardson. For Walnut, Nate Stahl. For West Clermont, Nate Stahl, Cameron Strauss, Lane Madden, Carson Richmond, and Carson Duke. West Clermont has 3 Carsons on their roster, and one of them is currently injured. We hope Tenenfeld is okay. Joey Peening feeds left side, McDaniel into a trap. Throws it cross court, Austin. Austin, step back 3, Austin. No good. McDaniel puts the rebound back up and gets fouled. McDaniel got inside position against Nate Stahl, and he was fouled. 3rd foul on the sophomore. That's now McDaniel for 2 free throws to give Walnut a 3-point lead if he can hit them both. His first connects. 8 points for Landon McDaniel. Entering the game, he was 66.7% on free throws, 10 of 15. Joey Peening exits, replaced by Rel Wilson. McDaniel's second shot is too strong, but he tracks down his own rebound. McDaniel feeds top of the key, Rel Wilson. Starts the next possession. The transfer from LaSalle. They throw it back and forth. Rel Wilson eventually feeds inside to Stoffergen. Into the corner. Richardson for 3. No good. Rebound tipped wildly into the air and taken out by West Clermont. Cameron Strauss gets a hand on it. Nate Stahl feeds it up court. Lane Madden into the lane. Madden. Can he force it through? Yes. No, he cannot. McDaniel the rebound for Walnut Hills. As they stay ahead, 34-32. McDaniel will get a whistle with, let's see, what was this? A timeout called by Stu Holt. Second in quick succession for the Walnut Hills third-year head coach. No, we're just gonna get a slowdown. Okay. No timeout. Instead, Rel Wilson gets the inbound from Charlie Stoffergen. Stoffergen throws it left. Ty Austin into a trap. Austin tied up, ball's loose and taken away by West Clermont. Fed into the lane, and it's taken up, and Carson Duke puts it an easy 2 and ties this one up. As Ty Austin was trapped, and he couldn't be saved as the ball squirted out. Duke with 7 points, ties it at 34. Wilson, Austin trapped again. This time he gets it out, and this time Stewell's going to call a timeout. As they just cannot handle this trap technique by West Clermont, who have tied the game at 34. .420 to play. Eagles and Wolves deadlocked at 34. Walnut will keep the same 5 on the floor. Actually, we'll see Brock enter instead of Richardson. Otherwise, it's the same 5. Gotta find a way to solve this West Clermont trap. 2 timeouts left for each team. Wilson will get the inbound for Walnut. And we'll see what they can do. Austin gets it out to Stoffergen. Stoffergen feeds inside Brock. He gets control of it, has it poked away, and it'll stay with Walnut, as it was Carson Duke who came in and got a hand on the ball from behind Brock to force him to give up his position. Stoffergen inbound with 4:11 to go. Stoffergen takes it out taken by Austin. Ty Austin just holds and now flings it inside to Stoffridge and out to Brock. Damian Brock with 4 points so far. Stoffridge drives inside. Stoffridge is harassed and fouled. That will go against Nate Stahl. No, we'll get it against Lane Madden instead. It's his third. Couple Wolves in foul trouble. Austin flinked into the corner. Wide open three. Wilson, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Stoffridge, but then flung wildly out of bounds, and it'll go to West Clermont. Stu Holt not happy on the sideline about that, as looks like Stoffridge was denied the use of one of his arms. In any case, West Clermont ball, 3:45 to go. Layden Madden up the court for the Wolves. And it's taken away by Wilson immediately. Rel Wilson gets the steal for Walnut. Now drives the other direction. Into a trap, Wilson. He's looking for a way to get out of it, and he does to Brock. Brock flings into the corner, Austin. Fed inside to Wilson. Rel Wilson kick out Brock to Stoffridge now. Stoffridge passes up a three and gives it back to Rel Wilson at the top of the key. 3.5 to go. Ball goes right side to Damian Brock. Brock, not looking to shoot here, gives it back to Wilson. Got to figure out a way to get a shooter in position. Rel Wilson behind a screen from Stoffridge and harass goes to the top of the key to Stoffridge. Stoffridge back over to Wilson, and Walnut is holding for a long while. 3 minutes to play. Damian Brock now with the ball. Brock over to Wilson. It even look like Walnut's playing offense right now. Brock gets the ball back, and now he's going to be trapped by 2 Wolves. Brock bounce pass to Wilson. They try to throw it up there. Stoffridge shovel pass out to Austin, and they can't get a shot off of it. And now Brock feeds inside to McDaniel. McDaniel kicks it out to Stoffridge and over to Wilson. They look for the open shot, but it's not there. Damian Brock way in the backcourt. 2.5 to play. Stoffridge quick three. Stoffridge got it! Charlie Stoffridge was given just a little bit of space, and he felt good enough to take the go-ahead shot. 37-34. Eagles now lead. On the other end, Lane Madden drives the lane in. A quick whistle before the shot could go up. McDaniel was guarding, and he'll be charged with that foul. 2:16 to go. Walnut by 3, 37-34 after the go-ahead three by Charlie Stoffridge. Ball goes up top to Richmond. Carson Richmond drives inside to McDaniel. Richmond spinning, shooting, too strong, no good. Rebound taken by McDaniel of Walnut Hills. McDaniel with 2 minutes to go. Walnut with a 3-point lead. McDaniel thrown left. Ball to Damian Brock. Brock dribbling on the left wing. Brock tries to get past his man. Brock into the lane, kick out. And it's McDaniel. Throws it over to the top of the key. Jarrell Wilson. 1:45 to go in the game. West Clermont with 2 fouls to give. Wilson. And a timeout's going to be called by Stu Holt. With 1:41 to go. He has 1 left. Walnut leading by 3. 37-34 against the ECC's top offense. Stoffridge leads the Eagles with 11. Madden leads the Wolves with 11. Both teams' stars, Austin and Duke, have 7 each. Would be a season low for Carson Duke if the game ended right now. But there's still some time for him to show why he is one of the best players in the conference. Rel Wilson has been held without points in each of the last 2 games so far. Scored no points against Springboro and has nothing so far, but he's played valuable minutes on everywhere else. He's gotten some assists. He's gotten a couple of steals away from Madden and from Richmond. He's been valuable in other ways besides shooting the basketball. The LaSalle transfer. His Lancers snapped a 7-game win streak with a loss to St. X yesterday. Walnut with ball up by 3. 1 timeout and 1:41 to go. Wilson, Stoffridge, McDaniel, Austin, and Brock on the floor for the Eagles. Madden, Richmond, Strauss, Duke, and 1 more for West Clermont. The inbound goes to Wilson, who gets it across the half-court line and drives into the paint. And now will step back out and shovel it out to Stoffridge. A minute and a half to play. Stoffridge Can they close this one out? Stoffergen drives right. Bounce pass goes to Austin, dangerously guarded by Madden. Austin off his feet, now goes into the corner where Brock has it. They'll try to keep playing keep away. Brock moves to the middle of the floor. Brock, as West Clermont fakes the trap, they'll bring it out eventually. Stoffergen gets it top of the key. 1:07 to play. Walnut will want to keep away for as long as possible. Out of the hands of this West Clermont offense. Stoffergen holding into a trap, gets it out to Damian Brock. Now flung right side. Wilson poked it. Wilson is poked and fouled by Lane Madden. That'll be his fourth. 57.2 to go. 4 fouls on Madden. And now with 57 seconds to go, any foul by West Clermont will be free throws for the Eagles. Inbound tough. McDaniel knocks a man down. It's going to get called for a foul. He pushed it too hard against Nate Stahl. And that is an unfortunate error for McDaniel. No, they called a foul on Stahl. Are you kidding me? Stahl went to the ground instead of McDaniel, and he got called for the foul. That'll be his fourth. McDaniel, I don't think, can believe that he got away with that. That will be 5 on West Clermont, so it should be free throws. But the refs are putting the ball on the sidelines and letting Stoffergen go to inbound it. Okay. Huh. Scoreboard said 4 before the foul, and it still says 4. So Charlie Stoffergen to inbound. He'll try to find Wilson, but he's tightly covered. Stoffergen in trouble, gets it over to Brock, and we get a whistle. As looks like Holt called a timeout to try to save Stoffergen. That is the last timeout for Walnut with 57 seconds left. Stoffergen eventually found an inbound, but Holt had already called a timeout. That's the second time he's done that in this game to try to get his players out of situations they had already escaped. Refs put a second back on the clock to 58 seconds. Now they take it off, 57. 37 to 34 with 57 seconds to play in regulation. Walnut up by 3 with ball, but they just used their last timeout. So if they get trapped, there is no recourse here. That trap move that's been working on the Eagles all night. And we'll see if the Eagles can stay out of trouble again. Any foul on West Clermont will be free throws. Cameron Strauss, Carson Richmond, Carson Duke, Lane Madden, Nate Stahl. Madden, Richmond, and Stahl all sitting on 4 fouls. Stoffergen to inbound, and Walnut will keep everyone in the front court to try to get an easier inbound. Looks like Austin is headed that way, but instead he bounce passes it out of bounds, and it's going to West Clermont. He tried to get it to Wilson, but Wilson could not corral it. The ball went off his hands and right out of bounds, turning it over. Timeout, West Clermont to drop into offensive possession. 56 seconds left as they have the ball down by 3. Walnut just could not find the right answer to this West Clermont inbounding defense. And they have no more timeouts to think of one. West Clermont breaks their timeout with Carson Duke, Cameron Strauss, Nate Stahl, Lane Madden, and Carson Richmond. For Walnut, Wilson, Stoffergen, Brock, Austin, and McDaniel. I question not having Richardson out here when he has been your best defensive player all night to try to preserve this 3-point gap. Walnut pressing, but they break it quickly. McDaniel fed inside. The kick out to Duke. Deep 3, Duke. Way too short. Rebound taken by Walnut's McDaniel, and he will be fouled with 45 seconds to go. Carson Duke just let one fly from what had to be over 30 feet, and it was too short. Cameron Strauss, the foul, is third. And now Lynn and McDaniel for some free throws. These are going to be important. He is 11 of 17 on the year. If he hits one, it'll be a two-possession game. First shot, McDaniel connects. 9 points for number 3. Gives the Eagles a 4-point lead, 38-34. First points anyone scored in a hot minute. Second shot, McDaniel is good. So 2 for 2 on the trip. Other end, Carson Richmond gets it quickly. Drives into the lane, Carson Richmond feeds it over to Strauss. Puts it up off the backboard and makes it. Cameron Strauss responds and makes it a 3-point game again with his 5th and 6th points. 39-36 now the score. 37.3 to go. West Clermont calls their final timeout to talk defense. Perhaps they thought that the game was a little premature in terms of getting the foul off. Holt and the Eagles talking strategy about how to not turn it over here. They've been plagued by turnovers all night, and yet they still have a 3-point lead. 39-36. No timeouts for either team. Ryland Morgan, Gage Mai, Carson Richmond, Cameron Strauss, and Carson Duke, with the West Clermont Wolves holding out all 3 of their players with 4 fouls in an attempt so they will have them for overtime. If it gets that far. Rel Wilson, McDaniel, Brock, Stoffridge, and Austin for Walnut. Stoffridge into inbound. Can he find something this time? Running the baseline, bounce pass to Austin, who goes into a trap. Ty Austin, harassed, and we'll see what happens. He's fouled. West Clermont coach with his hands in the air. Cannot believe that call. Austin for 2 free throws coming up. Foul was on, appears to be Gage Mai. And 2 free throws coming up for Austin. His first is no good. Clanked off the back iron. Madden and Stahl re-enter, both with 4 fouls for West Clermont. The second shot for Austin, make it a 4-point game, is good. 8 points for Austin, 40-36. Eagles leading, 30 seconds to play. Driving into the lane is Carson Richmond. Here he goes, and he steps out of bounds, turning it over. He went too far, then tried to feed it to a guy in the paint. Carson Richmond with the crucial turnover with 26 seconds to go. Eagles will have the ball up for Stahl and Madden exit, replaced by Mai and Morgan. 40-36 Eagles. Stoffridge and inbounds to McDaniel into a trap and fouled immediately. And again, West Clermont coach kind of throws his arms up in exasperation. Foul against Gage Mai. McDaniel, 2 free throws coming up. Would give you a 6-point game if he hit both of them. McDaniel's first is rattles out as it had some velocity on it and did not make it home. Stahl and Madden re-enter. West Clermont protecting them as best they can. 24.5 to go. Second free throw by McDaniel. Bounces short and no good. Rebound taken by West Clermont. McDaniel runs into him. He throws it up, and it's caught by Strauss. Other end, into the corner. Here's Duke for 3, and it's batted out of bounds by Jarrell Wilson. A thunderous block into the stands by number 1. And that keeps the Wolves off the scoreboard with 15 seconds to play. Inbounding Carson Richmond. Richmond looking. Throws it out to Carson Duke. Duke, way deep 3, and that's an air ball. Rebound taken away by West Clermont. Other end given to Madden. Madden launches his own 3. Missed. Rebound Stofferton, Walnut Hills. And he is going to be fouled with 2.6 seconds to go. Nate Stahl with his 5th, and that's all for him. The pair of bricks by Duke and then Madden should have sealed this one up for Walnut Hills, as they will snap their 3-game losing streak and defeat West Clermont here at the Nut House. Gage Mai enters for the fouled out Stahl. And the Walnut student section having some fun with their first win in a while. They'll go to 5-5, and they will have a difficult challenge ahead of them. Stofferton misses the first free throw. They'll have a difficult challenge ahead of them. They travel to Winton Woods, who blew them out at home in the first game of the year. Second shot by Stofferton connects. He's got 12 points. And on the other end, Lane Madden will drive and shoot and miss. And Walnut Hills snaps their 3-game losing streak. They defeat the West Clermont Wolves by a score of 41-36. Walnut improves to 5-5. West Clermont falls to 8-5. And Walnut will be back on Friday against Winton Woods. This was Walnut Hills basketball.